I will let Arjun on mute at the moment. I don't want him to speak. He's arrested. I'm really happy to be with you on a Friday evening. I don't know where are you watching from, but here it's evening, it's Friday, so I just want to see how many entrepreneurs are active now on a Friday afternoon. We are going live with our Dubai Investors Roundtable. We really want to bring a lot of topics closer to you if you are an entrepreneur. First of all, please allow me to introduce myself. I am Bianca Tudor. I'm an entrepreneur for 14 years in the business environment. In the last 7 years, I built a network for companies. It's called the Elite Business Women Club, bringing together both men and women entrepreneurs to work around growing their business, business education, investors, and going international with their businesses. What it is important is that today I have with me a great, first of all, he's a business mentor, which I've seen in the last more than 1 year. His name is Arjit Bhattacharya. It's a serial entrepreneur since 1998. He's an investor. He's from India and is as well a co-organizer of Dubai Investors Roundtable. Welcome, Arjit.
Thank you so much, Bianca, for the lovely and beautiful introduction. Well, it's a pleasure to be here in Elite Business Women Club, and of course, joining hands together, strengthen our strengths together to give some kind of meaningful input to the world. Thank you so much.
As you know or you don't know, January 16th to 18th, we are organizing Dubai Investors Roundtable. And when I say we as Elite Business Women Club and World Leader Summit, funded by Arjit Bhattacharya himself, why we're doing this? First of all, in our ecosystems, we've seen a lot of challenges, but let's say the most common is regarding to funds and funding for businesses. So we said, let's bring together investors and SMEs and help them to get to know each other and to do business together. Of course, this is the main aim. So we said that as well, we are going to certify a trustworthy network of investors. It's something that I've seen in the business environment happening, and I just want you to know that in our ecosystem, you will find trustworthy professional investors. And this is really, really important because I know how it is to work for your company, your business, and you want, someone whom you trust to do business with. What are we going to cover today? The main topic is raising funds. So you are going to stay with us only if you are looking to raise funds for your business and how to build a pitch deck for your business. 15 to 20 minutes. You have to set up your alarm clock for 15 to 20 minutes. This is how much time we need from you today. And I'm going to have Arjit with me to talk about how to build a pitch deck for your company.
Before we actually hop into this, Bianca, I would love to ask you a very simple question. Well, you are leading a big ecosystem for so many years. And of course, you are an entrepreneur yourself. So what is, from your opinion, what is the biggest challenge that you have seen for the SMEs? What do you feel? What is their fear factor? What is their exact growth fear factor? What is their exact challenge?
Well, there are a lot of fears when you become an entrepreneur. It's like, taking this salto mortale, this leap of faith jump. But let me say something. If you are a startup and you want to start a company, of course, you have the idea, you can put in the work, but you need the money. If you don't have the money, you have to think about how you can bring the money into your business. As well, if you are a company who is, let's say, well established, in order to grow or to start a new business line, you need funds, you need financial resources, and you need money. At the end of the day, we all is about money in the business. Everything is about money in the business. So even though you are a startup or a scale up, the most common challenge I've seen in more than 7 years working with a lot of companies, and in our ecosystem, we have 10,000 companies, Europe, the Gulf countries, and Russia. The most common challenges regarding to funds and funding and money to start or grow or scale up a business. So this is why we started the Dubai Investors Roundtable.
Super. Great input. Yes, money is the main factor which is needed in any kind of business. So when we talk about money, you know what happens from the investor perspective. If you're saying in social media that I'm looking for money, I'm doing such and such, and you're sharing probably your passion, you are opening up your heart, and the investor is not giving you a reply, or probably they are saying that, okay, fine, send me your pitch deck. There is a big challenge. People don't understand how to create a. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's 100-pager. Some people create 5-pager. It's not about the number of pages, but they don't understand what to put and how to put.
Yes, and I will ask you to enlighten us and to let us know how we can build a, let's say, proper business deck, pitch deck, because since we started the Dubai Roundtable, we received a lot of business plans, and you know that, and we've seen a lot of businesses. They are great businesses, but if you don't have a proper presentation, you will not be able to attract an investor. So make sure you write down whatever Arjit will share with us now.
Right. So what I'm going to talk basically in our last discussion, Bianca, I already spoke about 10 slider, which is very common for anybody to create a proper pitch deck. Today, I'm going to probably do a little bit of Reiki to understand the scenario, how you can create a pitch deck, few bit of tips which we can give for free, maybe a gift from ourselves to the world, how they can structure it and nurture it so that in one shot, one go, somebody can understand what you do. You need to understand if things are there in your brain, and if you can't talk it as a structure, people may not understand it. Sometimes it's good not to put the entire structure, but a little bit of basic structure would be great. The first thing you need to understand, the first pointer in your pitch deck is the problem that you're solving. Is there a problem? And if there is a problem, if that problem exists into your own country, your own state, or if it is a global problem. It's good to create and think a business idea with anything, but you are running a business, and I'm mainly addressing to people who are running their companies, who are probably doing either service as a model, sometimes product as a model, sometimes B2B, sometimes B2C, sometimes B2G. B2B is mainly more on business to business. B2C is more on business to customer. B2G is more on business to government. In any cases, there are two different things. One, you do a service. Two, you are a product model. You go for white label, go for it. So when you're making a statement about your problem that you're solving, you need to put 3 vital points in your problem statement. Are you able to find out others who are giving similar kind of problem, or you are the only one? If you are only one, make that statement into your slide. So maybe your second slide makes a statement about the entire problem. Don't create a history. Give relevant links of those problems. Maybe a paper cutting if you have. Not your press news, but maybe a news happened somewhere, which gives a yeah. And when you're placing something which is very, very simple, example, your problem statement, try to give a realistic view of the percentage of market that you can grab with that problem. Example, okay, fine. We create chocolates. Great. There is the problem. Okay, you may think, no, it may happen. You are creating a chocolate with caramel inside it, and your cocoa is coming from a very different kind of background, which makes it more tasty, maybe a 90% dark chocolate that you're making, and your target groups are XYZ. Make sure you put that into your problem statement, that this is the exact problem in the market. People say this is 90% cocoa, but it's not in reality. And this is my proof. But here we are coming as a solution where we are providing 90% cocoa. And this is my report from a lab. So that makes a comfort zone to someone's mind that these guys are talking with data. It's not only talk. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the first mistake people do. Just say we are best. No, give reference why you are best. Okay.
Yeah, great. As a validation, I love that. Okay.
Second thing is when you are solving it, it can be a third slide or maybe it can extend into your fourth slide, Bianca. Like when you're saying that I am there to solve this issue. Awesome, amazing. Do you have a customer testimony? If not, please talk to your customers who are eating your chocolate. Get a feedback. Okay. Try to record that, maybe in a video, maybe in a picture, maybe a quotation. Put that into your solution. Just don't talk about your solution. Doesn't make any sense. Until this, you have a validation from the market. Example, me and Bianca, we are talking to each other, and Bianca is saying that, you know, Arijit, your English is funny. That's the input, right? And when I'm talking to Bianca, I'm saying that, Bianca, your hair is awesome, amazing. The color looks great, but can you put something 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? It will become more amazing. These kind of testimony always, jokes apart, I love making jokes when you are talking such kind of incidents, but these kind of input gives an amazing feedback and register that into your investor mind. And why I'm making jokes, I'll tell you another reason. Put a humor into your pitch deck. There are 300 to 400 pitch deck usually comes to a investor's mailbox.
Yeah.
But I usually get 301. Okay.
Of course. And at the end of the day, it's people to people. It's not business to business, business to consumer or whatever. It's about people. Okay.
So that thing, that's most vital part. Now let's talk about our USP. Let's talk about our technological solution. Technology can be anything. Technology is not IT. Okay. So technology solution can be, okay, fine. You know what? I'm creating wine and I am using these kind of grapes. And this is such and such years old. And we are utilizing 1, 2, 3 different kind of technology for the segregation part. And when you consume it, if you are having it into your hand and that's a glass, first you roll it and the smell and the aroma you will get in your nose is going to be mind-blowing. Why? Because we are doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yeah. So great.
Such things needs to be there into your underlying magic rather than just say that, you know what, I have got AI camera which will detect your face. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So USP, it's your unique selling proposition for the people who maybe don't know this shortcut. Okay. Right.
And then let's talk about the most vital part of it, marketing and sales. Both are different. Marketing means how you are portraying your company to your potential customer.
Yeah.
It involves branding. It involves PR, a lot, many various different aspects. When we talk about sales, let's talk about the numbers. Okay. If you're making sales, that means you are making some amount of money. When you're making some amount of money, that means you can integrate that money in your marketing, maybe increasing your manpower, right? That's a power that you have. Make sure you have at least screenshot of an Excel sheet into your pitch deck, making a statement about all those numbers. 90% of startups do a mistake. That mistake is, my marketing budget is $1 million. My sales figures are $500,000. Doesn't register. Give us the breakup. You don't need that, but at least screenshot of basics. Okay, I have HR, I have a CTO, I have a salesperson, I have 5 employees in such and such roles. That's the cash I'm burning. And then this is how we are generating the income. I have got 300 customers. Each customer acquisition cost is X amount. It's called CAC, customer acquisition cost. Okay. Yes. Not jargons, but put that into your slide and make sure that you're making sense with those numbers. We are smart enough to understand whether you're making profit or you're not making profit. It's totally cool. Some people, you know, Bianca, some people feel that I'm not profitable. Can I raise fund? Or some, yeah, you can raise fund. It's good, totally cool. If you're not, earning profit, it's fine. Some people say, I am good. I am totally doing amazing in my business and my business is thriving. Why shall I go for fundraising? Man,
Okay.
this is your time to raise fund because you're doing fine. If you're raising fund now, your valuation will be high, your equity dilution will be low. Okay, we'll talk about that in our.
Very good point. I love that. Okay. Yeah. Very good point. Okay.
I am blessed, so I'm not talking funny English. Great. Okay, let's talk about the next point, competition.
Okay. Okay.
Now, this is the most vital point in any kind of pitch deck. Some people say that I don't have any competition. I'm the only one in the market. Great. Kudos to you. How people will know about you then? Don't have any competition. It's good to have competition in the market because you will escape all those entry barrier marketing costs, which
Yes.
is huge for you, right? If you have competition, try to put those competition with a competitive analysis instead of saying that I have got 50 competitors. No, put 5 best competitors from the market, mark like maybe a green or red line or something like that, make it colorful, that we are better, we are not better, we are good, we are not good. With the comparison, we are doing such and such. If you are not making good, be honest. We will know that you are not making good. Put that vital point that this is the reason we are looking for funding because we want to touch that point. Okay?
Okay.
So you
Yeah.
don't have to be perfect anywhere. Bianca?
I see that. Okay.
Okay, great. Last point, which is vital as per my small understanding, is your team. Usually, I prefer a team, which I call as team, is not about board of directors. It's about people. Business is all about people. Do you have partners? Do you have people in your team who is ready to do anything with you? They will be with you for the next at least 10 to 15 years.
Yeah.
Give that comfort zone. How you can give a comfort zone in a pitch deck? Maximum pitch deck that people create. I have 3, one CEO, one CTO, one COO, and this is their background.
Okay.
Fine. We got to know who you are, but how you guys are related. From where these guys are connected to each other. Is it college friends? Are you meeting each other in a conference? Do you know each other for so many years? Or you have created some kind of bond within a very short time span, and it's a win-win situation for 3 of you. Everything is accepted. But please, for God's sake, give us the details how you have met with each other. It's challenging, it's funny, but this is beautiful. In 1 to 2 slider, create that story, why you are connected, how you are connected, so that the comfort zone comes that these guys will not fly within 1 year. Because an investor is not investing money in your business only, they are investing money into the team.
Yes.
50% reason they are taking a risk, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So last 2 things are more technical, like this is your projections, your milestones. Any chartered accountant, any accountant guy can create it for you. You don't have to be the master of accountancy in this. Put that. We all understand how these things are done. We can always negotiate that on the table, but it is needed. And last point, your timeline. You really want to grow? If yes, how you want to take an exit or how you want to give exit to the investor. Usually a good investor wants exit rather than giving you an exit. Okay?
Yeah.
Talk about good investor. Good investors who understand how to multiply their money. So what they do, okay, I'll give you a real life example. We all understand banks, okay?
Yeah.
We all understand banks, how banks work. When you take a loan from bank, that means you're taking a debt. You're taking collateral, right?
Yeah.
And when you can't pay that money to the bank, they will grab your collateral. Sometimes, 90% times, it's your either house or your land or some property. Agree? Priyanka? Priyanka, you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay.
You agree at that point that that's the case in banks? Usually, okay?
Yes.
You can't pay the debt. What happens? Bank will take your land or your property. But that's
Yeah.
the asset for bank. It's not liquid cash. From bank's perspective, until unless they are selling it to some other third party, they will not be able to make money. So from bank's point of view, it's a losing proposition if somebody can't pay and they are taking probably a property as,
Yeah.
as a defaulter, right? So from investor perspective, it's just like saying, a good investor shouldn't have something in their mind, I'm going to grab this company and run on my own. Then why exactly you invested your money into someone else's business just to take over that particular venture? It's not called, in investor circle, it's not called a good investment. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with the basics about pitch deck creation.
Okay.
You're open for your suggestion, your questions.
So just to summarize, why are you doing this and why are we doing Dubai Investors Roundtable? We have built an amazing ecosystem in a lot of countries, with a lot of companies. We just want to bring more value to the services we are offering to our entrepreneurs and companies, members in our ecosystems. So the next step for us is to bring investors and companies at the same table in order for the companies to receive private funding from the investors. We are organizing Dubai Investors Roundtable January 2022, from the 16th of January to the 18th. And Arji just covered how to build a proper pitch deck. I will just come back to what you have said. So first of all, you have to approach the problem you are solving. Second, the percentage of the market you are going for. Third, some customer testimonials will be amazing for you to have. Fourth, the USP, your unique selling proposition, or the solution you are proposing for the problem you have been identifying at the beginning of your pitch deck. Five, the marketing and sales. Make sure you attach an Excel with some numbers at this point. Six, the competition you have. Make sure you study them, or if you don't have any competition, inshallah, that's very good for you, but make sure you know what type of product you are bringing to the market, okay? And the amount of the budget you need to start a new market, to create a new market around your product or service. It's really, really risky, let's say, and important for you to think about. So don't be happy if you don't have any competition, because it's a lot of work to create a new market. And I'm saying that because I've done that. If you ask me now, I don't know if I will go on the same road, but hey, this is just me. So 7, the competition. 8, your team. Make sure, as Arji said, to attach a little bit of a storytelling regarding the people in your team, because investors will want to know that the people are there for you and you have a business on a long term, okay, with your people, with the people in your team. 9, some projections and the milestones. This is the work of an accountant. You will have to be best friend with your accountant in the team. And point number 10, the timeline and exit you will want to do as an entrepreneur, or the exit you are proposing to your investor. Okay, so I hope this was really helpful for you. If you are ready to apply for Dubai Investors Roundtable, make sure you get in contact with us, either Elite Business Swimming Club or the World Leader Summit, Bianca Tudor and Rajit Bhattacharya. We are going to have a lot of this type of lives with a lot of topics regarding funding, private investors, how to apply for funds, and a lot of topics regarding to this, let's say, main activity of ours until the end of January. So make sure you follow us. And if you like it, just share it to other entrepreneurs in the ecosystem to maybe to find out about this great opportunity, because it's amazing. You start the year in a lot of power with some funding opportunities. Anything you want to add, Arjit, at the end of our live?
No, I guess we are good. You know what? The only thing that I want to add is like it's a comfort zone to actually give you a feeling that if you are willing to create a company, you need to understand two things. That's how I created my companies. multiple companies, to be very honest. First, if you are looking for funding, investors needs a return. So exit plan needs to be really solid.
Okay.
First. Second, if you are not willing to raise your fund, it's good to network with people who have got money and who understand the investment. So if you are not willing to raise fund, probably it's a good opportunity for you guys to maybe understand and connect to us. Maybe we can help you to scale up your company. So it's not always, Bianca, about raising funds. Probably this is more about growing a company. You know how investment you should take. When you feel that you can grow your company in next 10 years and you are totally good.
Yeah.
You get external resource like a person or a group of people who have got network more than you, who have got strength more than you, who have got money a little bit of better than you. Take those groups as, or maybe individuals in your company.
Yeah.
Think of it as a solution to grow your company faster. It may happen, the growth curve that you have for 10 years, it will happen within next 3 years, right? And
yeah,
this is the main situation where you should raise fund instead of thinking, I'm actually giving away my company. Listen, guys, I mean, I respect it. Like my first company, I never ever raised fund. My other companies, I always raise funds. Okay. So you need to have a comfort zone to give things like your baby, you know, maybe sharing your baby to an uncle or auntie. It's just like
okay, I like that. Okay.
like taking care of a baby like a family, and that's how an ideal investment circle should work, right? So looking forward to all of you guys. Probably see you soon in Dubai, face to face. Me and Bianca will be waiting for you, and of course, Bianca will talk about my funny English, and I'll be talking about Bianca's hair once again. Maybe complete different comfort zone. Looking forward.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for your time, Arjit, and see you in our next live.